Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today I have a confession to make. I have a soft spot for Mono-Red. There I said it and it's out in the open now, but you see, Mono-Red Aggro will always have a special place in my heart because I won my very first and only tournament at my local card store playing Mono-Red Aggro. I still remember that glorious day. Me and my opponent were both in top deck mode. I was so nervous. I was just a kid. I drew my card and it was Ball Lightning. Remember how powerful that card was back in the day? I played that card, I attack, I get the win. It was so glorious. I get my booster packs. I was so proud of myself, and because of that, Mono-Red will always mean something to me. But I know that Mono-Red is not really that popular in terms of a video. People don't usually like it. So I thought about how do I actually make a video about Mono-Red that is both interesting for me to produce and interesting for you guys to watch. And I had this idea. You see, I love large language models. I use them every day of my life for different things. I play around with ChatGPT, Deepseek, all of those kinds of things. And I thought maybe I can bring that other passion into this channel. So what I did was, and I'm not going to go into too much detail here. If you want more details, I'm going to add a chapter at the end of this video so you can get more technical details if you care about that. But for people that just want a high-level overview, what I did was I went onto Untapped and I took Mono-Red cards that were the most played, because you can get that information easily off Untapped, and I dropped them into Deepseek, which is a very powerful large language model, and I said to it, I want you to take these cards and I want you to make the most powerful, highest win rate deck for best of one standard. And this is what it came up with. And I thought that some of the decisions that it made were very interesting. So the first thing you'll notice is that it dropped out the Screaming Nemesis and the Tiersa, which are cards that I would definitely want to build around, but it seemed to suggest that no, it wants to go low to the ground, play one drops like Phoenix Chick and Hide Claw. I mean, you don't see Phoenix Chick that much anymore, right? But it seemed to like it. Basically, it wanted to overwhelm the opponent very early in the game and then sort of finish it off with burn, maybe, you know, in the sort of fourth turn. That was kind of like the strategy that it had. So it dropped out the 3 drops, saying they were kind of like too expensive. The second thing that I found interesting, it seemed to really gravitate towards cards like Inside Out and Felonious Rage. It seemed to really like the surprise factor of this card. Like, opponent has a strategy, a plan, they take out your creature, but you disrupt their plan because you get more value out of one of your creatures that dies. So it seemed to really think that that would be an advantage. And the other thing is that it really liked Abrade. And the reason I wouldn't usually play Abrade, because I would want to burn face with all of my removal, all of my instants and sorceries. I'd want to be able to at least burn face if I wanted to, but it said no. Abrade is really good, it's flexible, it can take out a creature, it can take out an artifact, it wants us to go for 2 of these. So yeah, this is the list it came up with. Nothing groundbreaking, but it made a couple of tweaks that I think might make it interesting. So we're going to test it out today in the ladder and see how it does. But as always, I may be the Nostalgic Necro, but for a while I'm putting that nostalgia aside because I want to focus on what this cool new technology, large language models, combined with the game we love, Magic the Gathering, can do for us in the arena today. Okay, should we trust Deepseek over our own intuition? That's what I think today is all about. I just want to get like a taste for it and sort of just answer the question, is this maybe the right or interesting direction to pursue in order to potentially get better decks or higher win rates or whatever it is we're looking for, right? Opponent goes first, so we don't like that, but we do have a good hand, I think. We got mana. We got creature. Well, Mono-Red goes face. Green. Man, we want to hit them with a huge prowess, so I think we're going to hold back as long as we can. Ooh, okay, I think we have to kill that. Yeah, we have to kill everything they play. So, Swiftspear. Shock. And next time we got potentially 3 prowess creatures and a shock. But we can deal a lot of damage. Let's see what they come out with here. They play another one. A land. So it gets out of shock range. Oh, no, this thing doesn't gain that. Okay, that's pretty good for us. So we play Emberheart Challenger. Shock. this guy. I don't think they might have a way to protect it actually, but I think it's still worth trying to kill it. Because the land doesn't give it more toughness, so they'd have to have like a protection spell. Oh, no, sorry, this doesn't tap to give them, to put a land on the battlefield. It comes in tapped. Okay. So this is a nice start. Next turn we got 3 and more. 3, 2. Land. Chick. Yeah, I think we just play Chick and Lightning Strike this thing. Do we even need to? I think we can probably just kill them, right? If we just Lightning Strike their face. So they'll block. And then we Lightning Strike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, nice. You know, when I win with this deck, I'm going to say it's all me. When I lose, I'm going to say it's all Deepseek. So it's good to start with a win that I got. Okay, in the last game, we got a win over the Landfall deck. Felt pretty good. I mean, we had everything we needed to just take care of their stuff before they could sort of scale. So nice, nice, nice. Opponent goes first. And we have a 1 lander, so we mull that. Keep 6. Oh my god, we don't have a creature. I should have mulled this again. Whoops. I guess we put away the village because we have no creature. Okay, I think I should have mulled that twice actually. Well, if we don't do a creature, we are pretty screwed here. Two, 3. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough matchup. Oh, another Lightning Strike. I mean, yeah, okay. Well, I probably should have multi-5 there. Okay, let's try and kill this now. They might play Shard Mage's Rescue? No. Okay, we got lots of pump. Gotta keep this board clean though. Boy oh boy. Well, we have to kill all their stuff and hope we sort of take all their value away and then draw a creature and like just swing for a lot. 4/4. Damn, that's huge. We can't kill it now. We can kill it with a Burst Lightning if we draw another land. Whenever you attack, choose 1. Create a 1/1 Rabbit token. Oh boy, okay, I think we have to Lightning Strike this and Burst Lightning it now. And we are pretty screwed here. Okay, so I think this is the final turn. We have to draw a creature. We have run out of burn. Come on, creature! Oh, Emberheart Challenger, that's so good. So what can we do here? I think we have to go for value. Right, so this gains haste. That could create a 1/2/2 if it dies. And this thing also until end of turn when it dies. So I think we're going for the Rage here to try and get some value. We have to kill this because they play Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, Burst Lightning is so good. Because if they have Sheltered by Ghosts, we're just dead. So at least this way we actually get rid of their ability to take out our creature unless they have another creature. Obviously then we're very sad. Do they have the creature and Sheltered by Ghosts? Okay. They reveal a Quest Caller and they don't have enough mana for Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh man, but we only have Shock. I think we're doing the thing again. We have to try and hit a creature or some playable. So I think we do that before combat. Obviously then they can block it. I think we still have to do this before combat, right? Dig. That's not good enough. Okay, well now if they have Sheltered by Ghosts, we're pretty cooked. So we can ping them for 2 and then deal them another damage, that would be 9. It's not enough. Okay. It's a pity that we hit this land. I think now, if they have Sheltered by Ghosts, which I suspect they will, we are probably dead here. Land. Sheltered by Ghosts, and we only have Shock. But we can't draw Lightning Strike to kill that, so I don't think that's the end just yet, but it's close to the end. Because they hit us for 3. So we need Witchstalker Frenzy now. All we need is a land. Okay, well, I think this game is looking like it's almost over. I'm willing to give it 1 or 2 more turns just to see if we... Maybe opponent top decks only land and we do draw what we need. But them gaining life kind of makes our life very tough here. Swiftspear. I guess we hold it back as a blocker. If they fall for that. Can shock it and block with a Swiftspear. Up to it. Opponent gets to scry. I think I'm almost close to scooping here. Let's just see if they make a mistake and attack with a Quest Caller. Oh, they get a 1-1. Oh boy, okay. They got all these 3/3s. Well, we can do this, right? We can shock you. Block with the Swiftspear, get our Emberheart Challenger back. But it's not going to be enough, right? Because we can... I mean, they're on 17. We have no gas. We can Witchstalker Frenzy one of these guys. I think we can scoop here. El Penguin. Well done. Took out Deepseek's Mono-Red. Man, Deepseek, man. I'm telling you, doesn't know what it's doing. It's not me. It's Deepseek. Okay, in the last game, we kind of kept a hand which had no creatures, and then we were lucky to eventually draw one, but it wasn't enough. We go first. This is better. Lots of creatures, and we're on the play. Okay, Hide Claw, Phoenix Check. I like Hide Claw over Phoenix Check turn 1, because then the next turn you can go get in for 3, which is a lot. And if they play a creature, we can Burst Lightning it, so I think that's pretty good. Oh, another Burst Lightning is so good on the... play. I mean, we just wish that we had a prowess creature here. That's the only thing. It would be so good to draw land next turn and be able to Slickshot and Burst Lightning a creature. I think that's really important. Okay, they probably, I was going to say, might have Shard Mage's Rescue. Come on, land. Oh, land is so good here. 2 Slickshots? Damn, that's so good. The only problem is we don't have much burn for the Slickshot. Like, we don't have any other ways to pump it up. We're gonna have to draw into it. So what do we kill here? I think we get in with damage. Okay. This is a huge turn. I mean, if we draw like another... Okay, Screaming Nemesis. Opponent goes all face. Okay, we draw Hide Claw, which is actually good. Now we can ping opponent for 2. I think we just get all our creatures down here and hope to draw one... like one, you know, Lightning Bolt or something next turn. They are down to 5. Wow, they've splashed green? Man, they're trying to do everything with aggro. Questing Druid. Oh, but 2 Burst Lightnings? That's insane. Wow, they can take out both of our Slickshots? That's rough for us. Well, we can get in for a lot of damage, actually. Because we can get in with 2. Oh, that's so good for us. Okay, so I think they're dead here, right? What does this do? Put a 1/1 counter. Okay, let's start with an attack. That gets him down to... And then the check is unblockable, and then the rage... Oh wait, does the Nemesis take out the bird before combat? Oh no, wait. Oh wait, hold on, have I messed up here? Okay, wait, so if we can get it a 1/1 counter and then save it, right? Hold on. Put a 1/1 counter, okay. So I think this is correct, right? That saves it from dying to the Swiftspear. And now does the bird die? I think it dies before I can rage it. Okay, but then maybe we Felonious... Oh no, it happens before? Whoops. I thought that at first... I didn't realize the ordering of things there. Okay, that sucks. I might lose that because of that mistake. So do we Felonious Rage it here and just try to get something out of this creature? Don't think it's worth it. I think 2/2 Detective, is that going to help us here? 2/2 Detective. I don't think that helps us. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think that helps us. They're going to be able to play the Questing Druid now. Another Nemesis, okay. Oh man, I threw this game. I didn't realize the order of things. I thought they could kill the Phoenix before combat damage materialized. Okay, well, we just need some burn. Okay, now we have to rage on this guy, right? Get something out of it. Oh, and they get back to 5. Hide Claw. Oh, okay, well that's pretty frustrating, but we did have the win there. I just messed up the order of things. I think with that 3 life that they gained, this game is pretty much over, so I think we can good game the opponent here. Okay, in the last game I made a blunder not understanding the order in which things happened, and I lost that game, but we could have won that game, so I'm still pretty optimistic here. A 1 creature hand on the draw. Man, that's so risky. Do you mull that? You mull a 1 creature hand. We have lots of removal. I mean, if it's mono black with So's Toast, I think you mull a 1 creature hand. 1 landed. Oh, it's got 2 lands, sorry. I think we keep this and put away what? A creature? Emberheart Challenger and keep our removal. Guess this is better. 2/2. Vel'Gavoth. Well, we're gonna have to kill Vel'Gavoth, but not right now. We have some time. So, okay, we have got to be quick here. So I think we're going for max damage, which is Swiftspear. And hopefully next turn get the Challenger down. Fear of missing out. Okay. Opponent has no fear. So we can lightning strike the fear of missing out. Get in for damage, or we slick shot this turn and try to get more damage in next turn. I guess we just lightning strike this and get in for damage. We need 1 lightning strike for the Vel'Gavoth. Which is next turn, basically. So no matter what happens this turn, I think we have to kill this Vel'Gavoth. Oh, no land. That sucks. Okay. So now it all comes down to, does opponent have another reanimation spell? Tiersa. Tiersa we can potentially live with for now. Does let them dig. Okay, land is kind of nice. I guess we go for flyers. Try get in the air. Okay. Oh, they zombify the Arden. They get... What is this? Urnai. Extended by enemy chooses any number of creatures or planeswalkers. Your opponent control with X. Wait, I want to read this card. This might be a good card for my reanimation deck. Where X number of lands you control. Oh, that's pretty cool. Urnai the Song Unending. I've never seen this card. Oh, it's not a black card. It's a multicolored card. Okay, not the best start for Deepseek. It's not going too well. I think we've won 1 and lost 3. We go first here. One match was preventable, so I guess in theory it's kind of like 2-2, but it's 1-3 in reality. We go first. We have a creature. Very keepable hand here. Hide Claw comes down. Gemello. Hello, Gemello. Ah, lifelink, damn. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. We're really gonna have to kill their stuff here. But we are gonna be dealing a lot of damage with the Hide Claw, which is nice. I mean, that's 4 turn. Pretty good. If we can just get 1 land for the Emberheart, we're gonna be in really good shape here, I feel. 2 lifelinkers. Okay, we do get a land. That's really nice. I think we have to go for max damage here with the Emberheart. I think we kill one of these guys now, or do we just go face? I guess we kill one of these guys now, prevent them from gaining life. Kill them with 1 extra damage. So we have 1 more removal spell. It's going to have to take us a long way here. Essence Channeler. We can kill it. It's good. Shock is really nice. It is another removal spell we can use. Is there any way they can gain life at instant speed? I'm trying to think if we use Abrade or Shock. I guess we use Abrade because it takes out a creature, whereas Shock we might want to hit their face with. Oh, we got to kill this now, I guess, then actually as well. Yeah, okay, well, let's just kill this now. Okay, opponent down to 3. I hope we win from this situation. We can put a 1-1 counter on this guy. Okay. Okay, last game we beat Lifegain. We just had so much, burn that we just killed all their Lifegain creatures and we got the win. Man, this deck is so dependent on whether you're on the draw or on the play. Like, whenever you're on the draw, you're like, ugh. We have no 1-drop. We can hold up Burst Lightning and try to Slickshot them. I mean, I think that's okay. I don't think you mull a hand like that. Like, you have to just hope that these Slickshots can get you all the way. Okay, it looks like it's Izzet. Oh, we start with a land here. I wonder if next time we just plot the Show-Off. Also just be straight up control. Oh, it's that deck. Trying to think what removal they have. Do they play like temporary lockdown? What do they have to interact? Oh, they probably have the Floodmaw, right? Let's try to plot this. I don't know if that's the right move. I want to try and bombard them with slick shots. Certainly not the most explosive start by us. Let's start with a Phoenix chick here. See if they want to do something to this creature. Got the Slickshot here again. I think we're trying to sort of have one huge turn where we hit them for slick shots and lightning bursts and everything under the sun kind of thing. 2, 3, 4. So we have to assume that they're going to get back this Haunty Jin now. Because they ditched a helping hand, so they must have a way of getting something back from the graveyard. Otherwise, they wouldn't have ditched that. Okay, they got Recommission. Frenzy deals 5. Wow. Well, I think we're going for it here. I don't think we can afford to wait. Do we go for it now? Could they have... What would they have for 1 mana? Spell Pierce? Guess we just go for this now, right? Try to kill it. I mean, if they have protection, I'm not aware of what protection they play. Counter target spawns, opponent pays 2. Okay, so we pay 1, 2. Still dies. Now they're tapped out, so I think we just go for max damage here. Burst Lightning. Ooh, no, let's go for Rage, because Burst Lightning can deal them 4 damage. I like the idea of dealing them 4 damage. So let's Rage up. Does it matter who you Rage up? It doesn't matter, right? Okay. That's a lot. Now next time we got 4 with a Burst Lightning and 5, 6, 7 in the air. So it really depends on whether they tap out, because they do have this Phantom Interference, which is kind of scary. Chart a course. Oculus is good. Don't think it's going to be enough though, because we have a lot of damage in the air. Okay, Witchstalker Frenzy doesn't actually help us that much. But let me just make sure I've got my bearings right here. I don't want to make a mistake like last time. So we attack with everything, and then Burst Lightning they face for 4, and then we get in with 2 no matter what. So I think we're okay. Okay, and then we pay the kicker, hit their face, and... Deepseek does it again. Okay, last game we just were too fast for Oculus and we got the win before they could really do their thing. And we go first. I like going first with this deck. We only have 1 creature and it's our weakest creature. We have Felonious Rage to potentially protect it or sort of get some value out of the death of our creature. I think you mull this. Oh my god, that's so bad. At least we have 3 1-drops. I think we drop Abrade here. I mean, this is ridiculous, but we're going to have to draw a land and quick. Cut down. Okay, well, we drew a land at least. But I guess we just go all in here. I don't think there's much point waiting for anything. Can't really get this out of cut down range anyways. So let's let them cut it down. Okay, well, we have 2 removal spells to sort of try stay in this game. A Demon Wall? Damn, I really hate using Lightning Strike on a Demon Wall, but we don't really have a choice here. And we can play slow and get this to a 2-3. Man, I think we just kill this Demon Wall. Opponent will love that. Lightning Strike on Demon Wall. Well, is it... I was gonna say, is it maybe Annex? Well, we can try and shock this guy if they block. It's a lifelink, so we do have to kill it. See if opponent takes the bait here. They don't. That is disappointing. Well, we just play another Hide Claw here. There's a lot of pressure. Do they have life gain other than the Sheldred? Man, that sucks. 12 to draw. First Lightning is good, but we can't even play it. Oh boy, I think we're dead here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's just too much life for the opponent. They're getting 5 life a turn from the Sheldred and stuff. Let's see if opponent does block. Thinking about it, is there any way we can win? Don't think so, right? I guess we just activate this ability. I think it goes up to 10 and then to 13 from the Reverent. Don't think there's anything we can do here. 4, they're gonna gain 3. I guess if we draw like a lightning strike maybe? Another shock, but we can't double spell because of the village. I think we can scoop here. Good game, opponent. Okay, in the last game, opponent got a bit too much lifelink for us to handle and life gain and just kind of ran away with the game. Opponent goes first. We have lots of creatures. We keep this hand. It's got stuff. They could have burn, so let's give them the Phoenix Chick bait if they want to kill something. I think the Phoenix Chick is the best target. Seed of Hope. And gain 2 life. Gain 2 life, yeah. Oh, but they burned themselves. Well, let's hope they burn themselves a lot with this, because we need to deal them a lot of damage. Rake out. Okay, ooze is a huge problem and we have no burn to deal with it. That really sucks. We can try kill it next turn with the Emberheart Challenger, so long as it doesn't get too big. I guess we're getting down the Emberheart Challenger here. Next turn we can Swiftspear and deal 5 damage to something, theoretically. Okay, if they have a bit of a slow turn here, we might be able to catch up, but we're just a little behind right now. Really depends what they do here. Fear of missing out. We ditched Tiersa. Okay, they have Bushwhack. Don't like that. Okay, Shock is really nice. I think there's no... Okay, we have to... Hold on. So I think we play the Emberheart because then we can Shock. And then they can't block the Emberheart. I think this is the right play. The next one we can try Swiftspear and take out this Fear of Missing Out maybe. We can play each of these for 1 next turn, theoretically, if they don't kill our stuff. But it really depends what they do here. They have another Bushwhack, damn. Okay, we can still cast the Witchstalker Frenzy, which is good. Opponent will Delirium here. Deal us a lot of damage. Lightning Strike. Opponent has interaction. Wonder what it is, but I think we're just going to burst Witchstalker Frenzy this thing. Try to use this Lightning Strike on their face if possible. Okay. Opponent only has 3 cards in hand. And only... Okay, that's actually really good. I think we go for a Lightning Strike, put them under pressure. Because if they have a way of killing the Swiftspear, I think they'll try to do it now, maybe? No. Do we go for this? Man, I'm nervous to go for this in case they have removal, but we're going to try it. Okay, nice. Okay, last game we got a win over Delirium, and I was really glad about that. And this time we go first, and this is a really good hand. It's got removal, I mean burn, it's got the... So I think because we're going first, we'll lead with Swiftspear. It does prowess and sort of get out of hand if they don't have a way of dealing with it turn 1. Swarm of Plagues. Green. So what do we do? I think we plot the Show-Off here. Try to ambush them with it, with a... Hopefully draw another land and ambush them next turn with like a huge attack. Let's see if they tap out this turn, if they end up holding removal. Oh, they've got nothing? Oh man, it's very slow. Very, very slow. And as I end, return a land you control. Okay. Slickshot. I think we do this while they're tapped out. I mean, I don't think we mess around. Do we hold Felonious Rage in case they ever try to kill something? I don't think so. I think we can just Felonious Rage. Doesn't really matter. Let's get in for max damage here. Get them down to 10, and they've got 1 land down. When this land enters, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Oh, it's only if it's a desert? Oh boy. I mean, I don't know what this opponent's strategy is, but I think it's just way too slow for what we're trying to do here. I mean, I can't even really celebrate that. That was like, an opponent has a strategy and they just couldn't get it going, and like we were just too fast for them there. Okay, in the last game we played a Caves deck. They couldn't really get going and we just ended up kind of killing them before they could do anything. Opponent goes first. We don't love being on the draw, but if we are on the draw, is this a good hand? And we have 2 creatures, we have removal, even though it's not exactly our favorite removal. Guess we can keep this. Delirium again. Well, Abrade is kind of nice here. Do we just kill this to try shut down their mill strategy? I'd really like to get a slick shot down. Is that too slow? Like if you can get a slick shot down and then start killing their stuff, you get so much out of it. I think we have to try do that. Let's see how aggressive this turn is. We might not be able to. Fear of missing out. Boy oh boy. They've got 2. So if we attack, I don't think they'll block here. Let's start with an attack. I'd be very, very surprised if they block. They're going to assume we have some sort of combat trick, and if they do, maybe we just kill the fear of missing out now. Okay. In that case, I think we have to Abrade the fear of missing out. I thought they wouldn't block there. Oh boy, we just fueled the Delirium. Whoops. So this creature can't take... So now they've got a 3/3. So next turn we can show off. And we can burst lightning something. That's pretty good. And actually get damage from the show off. I kind of like that. They do have Delirium going now, so that puts us under a lot of pressure. Oh, they got a Bushwhack. Land. I wonder if we just kill this now. Oh, if we get a 1-drop, that'll be really nice. We don't get a 1-drop. So do we just take 1 more turn of pressure? Hope that next turn we can come back from it. I think so, because if we Abrade this thing, we do nothing. So I think we just plot this Show-Off right now. And hope that they don't have like a very explosive turn. And then next turn we try to get Show-Off down, maybe kill a creature. Okay. Put a permanent card. If they get something like that has 2 toughness, that'll be ideal for us. Oh, so it gets unformal cards, so we can't actually kill it with the Abrade, with the Burst Lightning. Because it gets +1/+1. That kind of sucks. This creature gets +1/+1 and has trample as long as there are. Okay, we're still, I think, in this game. So we play Show-Off. Oh man, do we just try to kill all their stuff? I think that's what we have to do, right? Land. Braid. I mean, this thing is more dangerous because they've already got Delirium, so this is just a 3/3. And do we just kill this now? Can we Witchstalker Frenzy? 1? No, we don't have enough. Oh man. Boy, oh boy, I think we just have to kill this now. I mean, otherwise we leave them with a creature. And if they have another way of that fight spell, they can kill our Slickshot. So I think we have to try and protect the Slickshot at all costs. Obviously we're going to have to draw very, very well here. This thing targets a lizard, mouse, otter. It does not target a bird or a wizard, unfortunately. Or a raccoon. He looks a bit like a raccoon. Come on. I already need that +1/+0. Okay. That's actually okay. We have the answer to that. Oh man, that sucks. Land is the last thing we need here. Man, I mean, I think that puts us in huge trouble. We really needed something there that was impactful. Still have Witchstalker Frenzy. It's the last ace we have up our sleeve. Land. Five lands. Opponent's thinking about this. They keep it. 3/3. I think we have to kill this raccoon. Another land, damn. I think with that we've probably lost this game. And we're going to get in with damage here, but it's not going to be enough. Do they have protection as well? Oh, they got the Bushwhack maybe? What's the card called? Bushwhack, yeah. Oh. The exile card. Oh, they can get it out of... Oh yeah, okay, nice. So they can get it out of range. Okay, I think with that we're pretty screwed, yeah. Let's say good game and scoop. Okay, last game we got beaten by Delirium and they did the thing and went too fast for us. Opponent goes first. This is a decent hand. On the draw sucks obviously, but that is magic. 50% of the time you are on the draw. And mulls. Slickshot's nice. White. What does white mean? We just get in for damage here since we're on the draw. Let's try this Hide Claw. I don't know what the right play is there. I don't have enough information yet. And plays another white. See if we can bait them into doing something here. Nothing. Well, we plot Show-Off. Try to have a big turn at some point in the game. Next turn we can do a lot. Ah, okay. Is it artifacts? You kind of have to assume they have temporary lockdown. At the same time, I think you can't play around that too much. Otherwise, you just end up being too slow. Let's see if we can bait that lockdown this one turn. Get down to Rockface Village. Okay. It might just then be artifacts, but they haven't drawn blue. Okay, so if we play, they are fully tapped. I think we just have to go for a big turn here. It's not going to be enough. Oh boy, I mean, I think if they have the lockdown, we are so dead here, but I think we just have to go for... Oh wait, we can abrade? Wait. We can abrade. Oh, should we abrade at the end of turn in case they take the slick shot? Okay, I think... In red, maybe I should have abraded this, but I didn't actually realize I had an artifact killing thing. Okay, well, we'll make this slick shot big. Shock. So that gets them down to... five. And we have a braid, so if they try exile something, we can kill it. And we do have a lot of damage in the air. So lockdown's terrible for us, but we can at least get back this hide claw. Perilous Snare. So what is the best card here? Is that... Do we want to get back... I think we want to get back the hide claw because we can pump it up. Whereas with the braid, we have no guarantee... We have no guarantee that we'll draw another spell. So I think we're going for the claw here. I hope this is the right play. Get it back in our turn. Play the Rockface Village. Ping for one. Pump it up. Get an... Oh, why couldn't I do this? Oh, it's a sorcery only? Oh, damn. Oh, I had lethal then. I didn't even realize it. Oh, come on. I didn't realize this was only sorcery speed. Oh, no. Okay, well, we can still win this if we draw right. But okay, man, what a blunder. Well, this all comes down to whether we can just draw a hasty creature or like burst lightning now. Okay, we'd get burst lightning. Is there any point to kick it? There's nothing they can do, right? They don't have blue, so they can't counter it. So if just in case they have life gain, I think it's better just to kick it. Okay, note to self, Rockface Village is sorcery speed only. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside because I wanted to find out what large language models combined with Magic the Gathering could do, and I thought that this was a really interesting experiment. In total, I went 6 and 5 with this deck. Now, I made that one huge blunder, so it's more like 7 and 4. Now, that is kind of comparable to the win rate of the untapped decks, but, you know, we need a lot more games to kind of be sure. But I still think the untapped version is better for one big reason, and that is Screaming Nemesis. I don't think you can cut this card. It's just too powerful. It shuts down Lifegain, which is the nemesis of, you know, Mono-Red Aggro, pardon the pun, and it's basically unblockable. This card is so powerful. I don't actually own any, so I've never played any with him before. As you can see, I don't have it crafted, but I've played against it so many times, and it's always a real problem to deal with. So I think you need 4 of those, and also I don't think Phoenix Chick is that good right now. I think it's just a little bit underwhelming when you consider it to cards like Swiftspear and, you know, Slickshot that can really blow up. The card that kind of really impressed me was Abrade. This card was actually really interesting because I was like, nah, I don't really think this is a good card in the slot. But it actually ended up being really good. It got us that win against Artifacts, so we probably would have lost that game otherwise. And in other matchups, I was never sad to have it in the hand. It was always like flexible removal, and it just did the thing. So I just thought this was a flexible card that kind of grew on me, and I think 2 of might actually be the right number in a deck like this. But yeah, you know, for me personally, this was like a first attempt. I was curious to try this out and see also what you guys think, see if this is the kind of content you like. And you know, I've got a lot of ideas of like expanding this kind of idea into other things, maybe more colors, maybe doing more complex things with it. But I just wanted to sort of throw it out there and see if people were interested in this kind of stuff. And you know, if they are, I can definitely look at doing more kind of content like this in the future. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's the gameplay. And you know, if you did, stay tuned and consider subscribing, because there's going to be more nostalgic necro coming soon. Okay, I know that some people are very interested in the details, so I wanted to give a short clip here on how exactly I generated that list. So in the descriptions, you'll find a file that you can, it's basically exactly the same thing as what I'm showing here. And in that file, you can sort of follow along. You're going to see the exact same file as what I'm showing in this video. Now, this file essentially has three components. It's got my query, and we'll come back to this in a second. This is the question that I ask Deepseek. And you can use obviously any LLM you want. I tried a couple of different LLMs. I found that Deepseek was the best. You can access Deepseek for free, www.deepseek.com. I tried ChatGPT, it wasn't as good, so that's why I stuck with Deepseek. So this is the query, this is the information I give the LLM. We'll come back to it in a second. Then you've got the reasoning component. This is what Deepseek thinks. Before it answers you, Deepseek does a thinking phase, and it does a whole bunch of thinking, weighs up the pros and cons, thinks about different combos, you know, does a whole bunch of analysis. You know, you can see it's pretty comprehensive. And then Deepseek gives you its final answer. And this is like the final answer that it gives you to your question. And Deepseek's answer eventually gives me this deck list called Inferno Fury, which is exactly the same deck list that I used in the gameplay. So let's now go back to the top where we talk about the query. That's where we're going to spend most of our time. So this is the part we can control. We can ask Deepseek to do whatever we want it to do. So the way I structured it is as follows. I gave it a list of all the creatures, first of all. So let's take an example of Manifold Mouse. I gave it Manifold Mouse as the card name. The cost is 1 in a red. It's a type of creature mouse soldier. And the power and toughness is 1/2. And then after that, you know, the description, it's offspring and whatever it does. And I did that for every creature. Then I did the same thing for instants and sorceries. Then I did the same thing for auras and enchantments, and then for lands. So now I've got the entire card pool that I'm giving Deepseek's access to. And you might be wondering, like, why wouldn't it just know about all the cards? We don't exactly always know what information these LLMs have. Sometimes the information is a bit out of date. Just to be safe, I think it's better just to give them explicitly all the card information so that they don't make a mistake thinking that some card is something that it's not. So then the next section is conventions. I want to make sure that Deepseek and I are on the same page. So I wanted to explain to it what I meant by this piece of information. So I explained to it in the convention section. I say the first piece is the name of the card. Then the second piece is the mana cost. Then the next piece is the creature type. And then the next piece is the power toughness. And then the next piece is the description. So I give it a verbal description of it, of how I encoded the card into text, so that I know that Deepseek knows that the information that it sees is the same information that I wanted to interpret. And then mechanics. So for example, we don't want to repeat prowess every time. So we just at the end say, anytime you see prowess on a card, you know that it means this. You know, at the beginning, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And because we have multiple cards that use prowess, this kind of makes our query shorter, so we don't have to repeat information. And then I also gave it the highest win rate decks of Untapped, because I wanted it to be able to use that kind of knowledge to maybe as a starting point to tune itself. So I gave it the, a couple of really powerful Mono-Red Aggro decks, and I said, here's an idea, here's how many games they've played, here's the win rate, and here are the cards, so that Deepseek could start to use them as like a starting point. And then I also gave it a bit of information about the meta. So I said to it, this is who we're up against. We're up against Selesnya Rabbits, we're up against, mono-white Lifegain, and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that this would be useful, because then Deepseek could figure out maybe which cards, like maybe, for example, the reason it recommended Abrade is because it thought that this would be flexible against some meta deck. So I think that's useful information to give Deepseek. And then I gave it the final thing, which is your challenge. Based on this knowledge, I want you to build me a mono-red deck that is as powerful as it can be. I want it to have the highest win rates, and that's kind of like now your goal, given all this information that I gave you before. So then Deepseek does its reasoning. I honestly didn't go through this. I think it's pretty interesting, but for now I'm just not I just don't have time. I haven't had time really to look into it. Maybe I will at some point. But the main thing is we go to Deepseek's answer, and here it tells us like the final answer that it's got. And you can see it kind of tells you exactly what I said. It really prioritized this one drop idea. It really liked one drops, and it really liked the Abrade for flexible removal for artifacts, and it really liked the Turn Inside Out as a surprise finisher and Manifest Dread. And then at the bottom here, it gives you a summary why this build wins. It's got speed, resilience, it's tuned to the meta, and it's win rate optimized. Now, it tells me that this deck consistently finishes in turn 4, and it's adapted to the meta and will steamroll the best of one ladder. Now, my reality was a little bit different than that. I didn't think it was that good, but it was pretty interesting to try it. And I think this is like a nice first attempt to see what these kinds of large language models can do for us in terms of like combining it with Magic the Gathering. So I hope you enjoyed that explanation, and I hope everything is clear. If you need any clarifications, send me a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible and let you know the answer to your questions.